What's going on, bottom line viewers and loyal Madden players? It's Mitch here, back with the introduction of a new series on the Bottom Line View. Many of you know that I am a big-time Madden player. I love playing Madden, and a huge reason for that has been loyal to the game, a franchise, a league, a community that I have been a part of since Madden 10. I played in this league for a decade, and now I want to bring it to you guys on the Bottom Line View. I want to share it with my community, my subscribers here on the Bottom Line View, and give you a sense of loyal to the game. Myself and a group of fellow students at my school will be covering loyal to the game for this Madden 21, this season 2 in the current franchise for Madden 21. We're going to bring you a full-on Madden series covering the players, the personalities, and of course the action from this loyal to the game league, including Season 2's playoffs, Super Bowl. I'm excited for you guys to just get a sense of this league, and hopefully we can continue this forward even after we finish this series on the channel. This is the introduction, giving you the Season 1 recap and results of what happened in the first season of Madden 21 and loyal to the game. This is a franchise, a league that plays many seasons over the course of a Madden title. Madden 21, Madden 20, Madden 19, all the way dating back to Madden 10. Multiple seasons across a title, building a franchise, building a team. And to be quite honest with you, I've learned a lot of how to build a team from Madden. It's actually helped. I'm not even joking. In order for this new series to be successful, to work, to click, we are going to need your help, your love, your support. So, make sure, head over to Instagram, go to Twitter, and give the Loyal to the Game Madden League a follow. You could follow us on the social platforms, on Twitter and on Instagram. We are posting basically every single day. So if you want to show support, show your love, and if you are truly interested in this league, then make sure you follow the social platforms. It would really help me out personally, because this is something that means a lot to me for a long time. It's been a big part of my life. So if you guys could show support, if you love this channel, you love what I do here, please follow, guys. Thank you. At the start of every Madden year, the first thing that we do at Loyal is we kick off with our own personal lotto draft, our own lottery. And the way that our lottery works is we have 32 owners across the league covering 32 teams. Each owner gets their own draft pick from 1 to 32. With that draft pick, they then proceed to pick the team that they will own, they will build, and they will take to the promised land for that Madden. That is their team. And it starts before the game even comes out. We do it usually a week before Madden comes out, gearing up to get some trades going, trading draft picks, trading big-time players. And inside that lotto, you have the opportunity to trade draft picks in order to move up, in order to move down, and maneuver into the spot to get the team that you like. Big things that happen inside the lotto this year. The biggest being Flow, the GOAT, Flow, trading from number 15 all the way up inside that top 5 to secure the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray. Blow traded 4 drafts. 4 drafts, essentially, to move up from 15 to 3 to get the Cardinals. He wanted Kyler Murray that bad. And the question is, would it pay off? Was it worth it? It's a lot to give up that many draft picks. A couple other big things that happened inside the draft. Crackdown Jr. got the first pick. He selected Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. The last pick went to Ethan. He selected the LA Rams. And I personally was at number 31, and I selected the Tennessee Titans, who fell all the way to number 31. After the lotto, the season starts. And this brings you to the Season 1 recap. Let's kick off that Season 1 recap with the standings across the NFL. AFC, NFC, top to bottom. Starting with the Seattle Seahawks, Desi went 16-0, scoring over 700 points in the first season, just dominating the NFC and the NFL, getting that first seed in the NFC decisively. Then you have me, the Titans, 14-2. I did pretty well in the first season. We'll have to see if I did well in the playoffs, but I did well in the regular season. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that's Nano, 15-1. Nano had his best season in his loyal history in the first season of Madden 21 by a mile. He's made the playoffs once or twice before. He surged at the end of Madden 20, but man, he took a big jump this season in the first season of Madden 21. Crack with those Ravens that he picked first, went 14-2 as well. I just edged him out because I beat him during the regular season, so he got the second seed. Jungle also inside that AFC South went 13-3. He had a dominant regular season as well. You have the Saints, a guy that was kind of, disrespected in the preseason power rankings, and he let people know it, going 13-3. LT 6-9-1. Now, this is whack, okay? The AFC East was absolutely a disaster, okay? LT won the division at 6-9-1. He got outscored. His point differential was negative. 597 points allowed, 534. That is just terrible. Soup wasn't able to outdo him. OG, Drew, they weren't able to outdo him. Drew actually got the first pick in the draft, drafting his future quarterback with the first overall pick. The AFC North, Crackdown Jr., 14-2, as we discussed. Right underneath him, Leroy at 12-4. Leroy and Crack had a nice rivalry. I believe Crack beat him in both matchups during the season, which was the decisive edge within the AFC North during the regular season. D-Mac had a rough season at 5-11, taking over about halfway through the season. D-Mac's typically a playoff player, but he wasn't able to get in the league soon enough to make magic happen. The AFC South, I finished first, Jungle second. We both made the playoffs. I was able to get the first seed. Jungle was stuck in the wild card, even at 13-3, which is the unfortunate part sometimes, depending on what division you're in. That's going to happen. You have Car at 10-6, who nearly made the playoffs, just missed out, and Chucky, the commish, finishing last. AFC West, Relly at 11-5. You got Mez just sneaking in the playoffs over Car at 10-6. Reef and Mac finishing at 6-10. So a pretty well-balanced AFC West. Heading over to the NFC East, you got the Cowboys. Eddie, who selected them second overall in the draft. Cowboys are stacked across the board with a lot of young talent. 11-5. Audie, a disappointing first season. Typically very good player within the league. Only finished 8-8. And Redskin finished 7-9 with the football team. NFC North, TMJ, another kind of weak division. This was the weak NFC division. TMJ finishing 8-8. James finishing 6-10. And then two Pop and DC, longtime loyal players at 3-13 with rough opening seasons. NFC South, Nano 15-1. You have 13-3. Again, those Saints. Deadly 12-4 with the Panthers, a very competitive NFC South. Atlanta finishing in dead last in that division. NFC West, Flo finishing second behind that 16-0 undefeated Desi squad of Seattle. Ethan at 6-10, and Rude Boy, the return, finishing 2-14. Rude, former loyal commish, comes back to the league this year after missing one or two Maddens. He's been on and off. He's back. He's looking to get back on track going forward. You definitely got to fix that defense. 874 points allowed. That's not very good. I'm pretty sure he broke a record that year. Now let's check out the leaders. Kyler Murray led the NFL both in passing touchdowns and in passing yards with over 6,000. So obviously Flo's decision paid off for Kyler. 76 touchdowns, that's definitely a record. 6,190 yards, that's the first time any quarterback has cracked 6,000 yards. He also had 119 passer rating. Following him, Love of the Packers. Eason, we see a couple rookies here of the Colts. Jackson of the Steelers. Minshew Mania up there in the passing leaders. Then you have the receiving leaders. DJ Chark with Rude Boy, breaking records. Chase Claypool, breaking records. Godpool, as Busboy would call him. Andy Isabella being that number one receiver for Kyler Murray. Henry Ruggs with Mac and the Raiders. Perryman with LT and the Jets. Tyreek Hill, the speedster, one of the Madden glitches this year, with Reef Adine. The Coach of the Year award went to Des the GOAT at 16-0. Of course, when you go undefeated, you're going to win the Coach of the Year. Crack just missed out at 14-2. I was at number 4, guys. How did Nano beat me out? Come on, man. Get me more votes. Come on. The MVP, Kyler Murray, the MVP. But looky here, you got Chase Claypool at number 2. Russell Wilson at 16-0. Seahawks number 3. So those are the top 3. Interesting one, Austin Eckler at number 5 for the Chargers. Those are your standings, your divisions, and the stats and awards. Now let's move into the playoffs and let's see how the league performed and who did well in the playoffs and who ultimately won season 1 of Loyal to the Game, the Super Bowl. Let's check it out. So let's start in the wild card with Jungle and LT, 48-7. A lot of blowouts in the wild card round here. And the interesting part is obviously the NFL shifting to extra games in the wild card. That is also inside Madden. So 48-7 for Jungle over LT. 37-14 Leroy over Relly. 41-10 Crack. Big win over Mez. Huge win there for the Saints. Again, proving people wrong for those power rankings, destroying TMJ in that week NFC North champ. Maybe a kind of an upset, I guess. Deadly beating Eddie. I mean, it's a lower seed beating a higher seed, but Deadly did have the higher record during the regular season. Nano, who went 15-1 during the regular season, could not win a single playoff game, getting absolutely wrecked by Flo, and that's something Nano needs to fix going forward, being better in the crunch time. The divisional round. I lost, guys. I lost again in the playoffs, man. Leroy is a great Madden player. I gave it away in the second half. It was a close game. I believe I might have even been winning in the first half, and Leroy dominated the second half. Leroy's a great player. Leroy's a GOAT. Sad, man. Sad stuff. But anyways, Flo, 24-22, upsetting the 16-0 Desi Seattle Seahawks. And this is the thing about the playoffs and Loyal, guys. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to step up. You never know how guys are going to change their game plans game to game. And that's what you're going to notice here in Season 2 in terms of the competitive part is the game planning and the strategy and the money plays that people save for those playoffs and those big games. And that's exactly what Flo did versus Desi. You have Jacksonville and Jungle over Crack. So all of the big seeds falling here. Every single one of them. The away team across the board won in the divisional round, and both number one seeds were knocked out of the playoffs. The conference championship, Jungle wrecked Leroy. This was maybe the shocker of the year. I thought Leroy was going to win. I was wrong. I thought it would at least be close if Jungle won. Like, I thought it would be a close game if Jungle won. Man, I was wrong. Jungle destroyed him. And I don't know, has Leroy been the same since? I'm not sure. And then Flo, 9-point victory over Deadly. Deadly gave him a game, but Flo was ultimately too much. Moving to the Super Bowl, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Arizona Cardinals. Flo dominated Jungle 28-7, winning the Super Bowl and ultimately proving that the lotto, you could give as many picks as you want. If you win the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter. Kyler Murray MVP, the first MVP to win the Super Bowl since way back with Marshall Faulk and the LA Rams, right? Flo, in this game, he had 308 yards gained, more than Jungle. He had dominated on the ground with 152 yards. Jungle did pass for more yardage, but that was more at the end of the game. Flo also did not turn the football over, which is huge when playing a great player, especially in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl MVP, Kenyon Drake, 22 attempts, 144 yards, 6.5 yards per carry. Absolutely awesome. He also had 35 yards after catch out of the backfield. The Cardinals, your Super Bowl champions for season 1 of Loyal to the Game. Those are your results for season 1 of Loyal to the Game. Guys, as much as I wanted to give you the stats, the results, the standings, this league is more than just the stats, the standings, and the gameplay. I did want to give you a sense of the competition and the level of competition and the players inside of it and what went down and who are the guys to look out for from a gameplay perspective heading into Season 2. That's why I did this video. But what we're going to be covering inside this series is more than just the gameplay. It's more than just the big-time stats and the Super Bowl winner and the Super Bowl champ. It's going to be about the personalities, the characters that make this league a league that I've been a part of since I was 12 years old, guys. 12 years old. I'm getting old now, but that's a side point. Loyal to the Game, Season 2 on this channel. I cannot wait to cover it for the first time because it means a lot to me, and I hope I can share it with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, of course, Gronk spiked the like button, and don't forget to follow Loyal to the Game on the social platforms, guys. Twitter, Instagram. I'll be promoting it as well on the Bottom Line View Instagram as we continue on during the production. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Mitch of the Bottom Line View and Loyal to the Game. Peace.